Hi, Guardian E here for real this time. I think I'm checking my live stream thing now. Okay, it says I'm live, right? Sam's here, so I'm so frustrated because I was literally, I thought I was streaming. I was talking for 20 minutes. I was playing the game for an hour and a half. And I beat it and everything. And at the very end, when I thought it was ending the stream, I saw the go live button was still saying go live. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Because it says on the little screen in the corner here, you can't see on YouTube, it says live. So I thought that live meant it was actually live, but it was a fake live. I was so mad because I was like, you'll see, it's still on the channel, the 3-minute video of me going, like I recorded nothing. Oh, still. So now when I play Infested, it's not going to be a genuine experience because I already know how to play it from beginning to end. I guess the only good thing from all this is that you won't have to see me, because when I was playing this morning, I actually was looking on walkthroughs. I got stuck a couple times. I had no idea what you're supposed to do. Like, I got to a point where I was like, there's nowhere to go. Super green jelly monster keeps killing me. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? And eventually I found out on a walkthrough, oh, there's a little room you missed. I'm like, come on. Or there's a rock hidden in the grate that you wouldn't think of checking. I was so annoyed. I'm like, this is what's causing me to be stuck here? But, you know, it's, I guess, all those games, the Shadowgate games that were like that. So, anyway, here I am again to play it again. This time, for real. I'm actually live this time. So, well, first I want to give a shout out or thanks to Sarkis Samuel, because he's the one who recommended these games, Infested and Spectacle. I think I said in the announcement earlier that Spectacle was the easier game, but then Sam corrected me saying it's actually Infested. And I'm like, okay, that's why I was going to play that first. And I'll play in Spectacle next time. Next time, hopefully I'll actually be a more genuine experience first time playing it. But now you're going to see me the second playthrough. So, other than that, I also want to give another shout out and thank you to. Actually, is my microphone working? Okay, good. It's working. I should have checked that first, but I kind of rushed. I was out till 9:15 or something, so I just rushed and put everything together. I want to give a shout out to YouTube user Chris Dreyer, and because if you're not sure if you noticed in my community section, I asked somebody if anyone had any old school floppy disks, the 5.5-inch floppy disks, the ones that are actually floppy, and not the smaller floppy disks that aren't floppy at all. I don't know why they call them that, but the old school ones. And he said, yeah, I have a whole pile of them. I'm like, really? Okay. I need you to record me some footage of you trying to insert these disks into anything that's not a disk drive, but make it look like you genuinely think it should go in. And he recorded like 15 videos or so for me. Of him like inserting it to a CD player, DVD player, a toilet, and all these different things. And the reason being is the Worst Games video that's coming up this month for Shadow of the Beast 2 for the Amiga. There's several times in the game where it says, please insert disc 2. Or actually, there's only one time. I'm going to make it look like it's several times. It says, insert another disc. So every time I show insert another disc, I'm going to show him doing that stupid thing. You'll see. Actually, you'll probably see it in the preview I'm going to show later before I start the actual game. I'll show you a snippet from this month's episode. But thanks, Chris. Thank you for your help. I really appreciate that. Because there's always times I want little funny clips of something. I can't find it on YouTube. I can't find it on that Yarn website I go to. So I thought maybe I'll reach out to my whatever little fans I have, and Chris came through. So thank you. I really appreciate that. I'll give you a shout out in the actual video too, in the credits or something too. So thank you. It means a lot to me. Other than that, Frake, I don't know what I talked about this morning. It's just I can't believe I didn't stream. How many times have I done this and I forgot to press go live? So I don't know. I'm dumb. Besides that, nothing's new. Sorry about last month. I was busy all month. I couldn't do anything other than upload the old school 8mm tape videos that no one cares to watch except me and my friends, like I guess Sam too, because we lived through those videos. But they were easy to upload, and The weird thing with those, you may have noticed, anyone who does watch them, is that you couldn't comment on them at first. And that was weird because I'm like, when I scheduled it, I made sure to pick comments enabled by default. So the first time it happened, I thought maybe I pressed disabled by accident. And the second time, and the third time, and the fourth time, they were disabled every time, and I checked. I'm like, why the frig is it auto-disabling when after it schedules and goes online? And the only explanation I could find was that I read one of the YouTube rules says if you're uploading a video with a child in it, I guess I don't know how it knows. I guess it can differentiate a child from an adult in its algorithm. I don't know. It will automatically disable comments by default when you post it. I'm like, what? Why? Is someone going to say something obscene because there's a kid in it? Like, what sense does that make? And I thought, okay, well, in one video, you don't even see me. You just hear my voice. So it can tell it's a kid's voice? Like, I don't understand. It's so weird. But that's the only explanation I could find as to why they might be disabled automatically, even if you chose not to. So that was weird. I mean, I was a kid in the video, so I guess somehow YouTube knew by the sound of my voice. So I don't know. So yeah, sorry about that. I mean, no one really watches them anyway. Okay, other than that, it's 9:30 here. My wife normally goes to sleep around this time in the bed behind me, and I said no because I'm doing a live stream because I'm a jerk. So she's upstairs. But yeah, okay. So I'm gonna show you guys a snippet of this month's worst game video, and actually no, I'll wait 3 more minutes because I said 9:30 is when I'm starting. I always start early. I don't know why I do that. Probably because I gab for a while first, and I figure by the time people actually come, if they do, then my gabbing will be over with. But I could talk forever because that's what I do. Big jerk, yeah. Thanks, Sam. Thanks. I was going to quote something from one of our videos, but every time I put on the spot, I go blank. $20! There. I quoted one of my old school videos. Can I get a pack of Demori Light? No, sir, you have to go in the store for those. Fine, I won't get any then. Instead, I'll park here for fucking half an hour. Why I block traffic? People get pissed off at you. For no reason. If you're wondering what I'm talking about now, I'm not completely insane. It's one of my old Jeff's Work episodes. When I used to work at the Esso gas station. Those were interesting to... Oh, I said the company name. At a generic third-party gas station with no name. Oh well. They want to flag this video because I mentioned their name or whatever. I'll edit that part out later. Mad May. Mad May. Anyone know what that is? Probably not, because I don't know why. Fox 29, I probably should mention their name. Channel 20 at the time. Back in the day, it was Fox Network. They used to have this segment one year called Mad May. And it was a really budget animated character. It was like it's the worst animated character you'd ever see. And it would go, Mad May, and slowly zoom up on its face. And it was the worst animation ever. I'm like, why are they doing this stupid gimmick? It's the worst gimmick. And I never forgot it, but I never showed it again. And I wish I recorded it because it was so bad. I don't know why Fox did that. Yeah. It does right with Blue Ink. Yeah. Toronto Maple Leafs game 7 right now, dude. So what? They're going to lose like they always do. When's the last time Maple Leafs ever won a cup? They're never going to win a cup again. I'm not going to... I lost faith in everything. So. But yeah. Alright. It's 9:30. And I quickly gobbled down a bowl of cereal because I was so hungry and I came back super late. So now I'm like choking on it. So I got water. Oh, it's space. Look at space. It'd be really cool if I had a spaceship like this and I would just really be streaming from space. I'd still be making these dumb videos. I have a spaceship. I could travel anywhere in the universe, and I'm still making streaming videos from my spaceship. That's what I do with my time. I wouldn't do anything productive. We're like the only two people who remember that. The Mad May. Do you actually remember the Mad May thing, Sam? Or do you remember it because I've been telling you? But I remember that. It was so bad. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to put on the this month's snippet of the Worst Games episode. Again, it is... The game is... Shadow of the Beast 2 for the Amiga. And a quick story about the Amiga 2. As the Amiga as well, I mean. Excuse me. Is that the emulator... Oh, excuse me again. It's not as straightforward as like a Nintendo emulator or Super Nintendo emulator, which I talk about in this video. I'm kind of skipping it. In this preview, I mean. So I knew it was going to take time for me to figure out. It took me 2 hours to figure out how to get the damn thing to work. And part of the reason was I got a bad ROM, and I didn't know that. So I'm like, because I thought the whole time I had it set up incorrectly. And a part of, I'm not sure if it's going to see it in the snippet here, but part of me complains that they replicate the load times. The realistic load times. Why would they do that? The load time is literally like 5 minutes for some of these games. You can put on a turbo mode so it kind of goes faster, but it's like, do they have to replicate the load times? Is that really necessary? Who uses an emulator hoping they can relive the loading experience from like Commodore or Amiga? Like, how stupid are you? Anyway, hi Titanium, thanks for coming. Oh, and thanks Sam again. I don't know if I should thank you for coming too, but yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure I can hear it, and if you guys can't hear it, let me know, and I'll checking the volume here. But here we go. This requires some configuration, so I'll show some screen. See this Chris snippet right there? He missed it, but the one on the left isn't his, but the one on the right was. I watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos just to try and understand how to configure this thing, because maybe it's straightforward for people who've used it. But this is me complaining about. I don't know what to pick, and a lot of the YouTube configuring Amiga emulator. Over what half of these menus meant. Like, oh, just leave it as is. I'm like, why would I leave it as is? Why would I have all these options if I didn't need to change them? So it took me a while to figure out what worked and where to get working ROMs too, because a lot of the sites have bad ROMs. Like, why even bother?
I'm a jerk. The dirtiest rotten.
See, this is the thing. It's probably there you go. That's the one thing I didn't understand is why would they emulate the realistic load times of an Amiga? That's what this thing seems to do. I don't use Chris's snippets right here, but you'll see them throughout the rest of the video when I'm going to show you a snippet again. What is that necessary? Am I missing something? Do you need to emulate the load times too for the ROMs to work? And these video clips aren't paused; they're literally zoned out like this. Work for whatever reason. Otherwise, why would you want to put yourself through the agony? Come on, play the game. So I never played part 1. But he said specifically to play Jerumo 76 said to play part 2. So I'm guessing 1 was good? Ow! Ow! I'm not kidding. That's the final boss from the first game. A giant foot. It just stands there as you punch it. It doesn't try and stomp on you. It just stands there while you punch its toenail until it dies. Like the worst final boss to any game. Begin quest. Yeah, see that game over sequence? I didn't notice that until later, and it's important. You'll see why later. You won't see in this video, but you'll see why later it's important. Very important. Begin quest. This movie's called Quest, that's why I put it in. Load. Says, let's go. Oh. Here it's a weird movie. It's going. It's loading. There. Yes. That was a mannequin, by the way. It wasn't a real person falling to their death. Here's one of Chris's clips. Land of Thanks again, Chris. Oh, I can go now. Alright. So I guess I'm a caveman dude with a ball and chain. Random weapon. Why would he have that? Would a caveman have that? I'm half naked. I guess I'm a caveman?
Let's find out!
Good old Wikipedia, please tell me. You're not actually a caveman. Shadow of the Beast 2. This is why I look into it. Because somehow I managed to miss the storyline somewhere. Okay, so explain this part. In the very, very beginning of this video, which you're not seeing here, it shows a very quick story, I guess. But there's no text, no dialogue. It's just a monster stealing a baby, and that's it. That's your story to work with. Doesn't explain who the caveman guy is. Nothing. So I one time before this, I reinterpret the story for how my brain remembers it. This is my second attempt to recall the story of this game.
Shadow
of the
Beast 2.
Monster stole the baby. That's it. That's all you know.
Hero Arbron in half beast form. Oh.
Beast mode!
So the dude from part 1 that's full beast form?
And I don't know why you downgraded what we had, but...
Wandering the lands of Karamoon in search of his kidnapped sister. Okay, she'd been taken away from mother's cottage by a dragon form.
Not much, sir.
Yes, we got Shadow of the Beast 1's plot, because I'm wondering what the beast form thing's about. A man named Arbron is kidnapped as a child and corrupted through magic into a monstrous warrior servant for the evil beast lord
Nail Tooth.
That's it for now, because that's where I'm at right now. So I only have like 5 minutes worth of footage, but I have like 15, 16 more days. I'll get it done. I'll get there. Don't worry. I was a little late getting going because I took a month off, right? So I'm like all rusty now. My wife's back from India, finally. So now everything's kind of... I'm putting my schedule back to my old schedule. Whereas when she wasn't here for like 6 months, I had nothing but time to just make the video. So now it's kind of getting my brain and my schedule back to the way it was before she left, and everything's kind of upside down. So I'm kind of late in getting the video going. It took like 3 or 4 days into the month before I finally figured out what I wanted to do with it. But anyway, thanks. Hey, Thrido, thanks for coming. I find arcade emulators to be kind of difficult too. Yeah, MAME emulator I thought was pretty easy, but the Commodore, the Atari 800, which I used to play when I was a kid, those took a little bit more configuration because you have to get the BIOS files too. I don't know why they're not included like they were with Nintendo or Super Nintendo. And they make you find them manually. I'm like, why? So they weren't too hard to find, but the Amiga took me a little bit to figure it out too. I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos until I can make sense of what they're saying. Because a lot of the problem with these YouTube tutorials is that they will sometimes just skip over the important parts. And it's like, no, I need to know everything, not just certain pieces. Like, it's still not working with the information you're giving me anyway. They are sadistics. That's the only plausible explanation. I'm not sure what you're referring to there. Sorry, you have to remind me. Male tooth. Yeah, I was Malatoth, but male tooth. I was going to use Malekith from, like... It sounds like Malekith from Marvel, or... Actually, Marvel got it from, like, ancient, what's what I'm thinking of? Greek lore? I don't know. Can't think of it. But okay, let's get the game going. Enough of me talking. I'm going to close Premiere here. Now, I got this game working early this morning and last night. If it doesn't work now, I'm going to be very, very upset. But I wouldn't be surprised. Graph Metal Games. This game was fun. I wish I could see my genuine experience. It was really fun. You guys are going to see now a second playthrough experience. I'll try and do all the deaths again and everything. Okay, hang on, I'm just getting it ready. Okay, so let's go to Nets. Let me know if the game's too loud, guys. Okay, to make it a little bit wider. There we go. Full screen. Infested. So I'll just click on About here. Give you guys an idea of who made this game. Like I said before, it's like it takes after games like Shadowgate, Deja Vu, and Uninvited from the normal Nintendo. And actually, they came up for Amiga and stuff as well. But I remember them fondly from. Oh, it's very loud. See, it's a good thing you guys are here to tell me this. My original stream
Might have sucked. How's that? Is that better? Okay, also these are the creators. What's a graph metal? Let me know if it's quiet enough. It's still too loud now, let me know. But yeah, this game was really fun to play. So I guess I'm glad you guys are here now so you can tell me how loud it is. But before I press a new game, just let me know. I know there's a bit of a delay with me talking, so I guess I have to give it a couple seconds before you guys hear me say it. I did turn it down a little bit. Well, I'll just press a new game, wait for you guys to say. Alright, here we go! Infested! The last thing you remember is standing before Commander Lakmir as he waved his hand for you to return to your office to get some much-needed rest. Now, you have just emerged from the stasis pod in a cold sweat, with vague memories of screams followed by abrupt silence. Just like an alien. Or, not actually, that didn't happen in Alien, but the same idea, right? You're alone on the ship and something's on there, who knows. Anyway, it felt too real to be a dream. You continue to hear silence throughout the ship. I feel a deep sickness inside. You assume the worst as you attempt to regain your composure. Okay, that's all you get. Okay, so just... This is a stasis pod you're in when you suddenly awakened. You were put into stasis when you started showing signs of a strange infection. So am I, like, impregnated with an alien? I don't know. This is one of the ship's terminals. Anyone with at least low-level clearance can use it. You can see some parts of the ship through the viewing window. There's not much activity. You know what? I don't remember fully everything, so I might still screw up a lot. Naturally, not on purpose. You log in, user ID, password. It works, and terminal home screen powers on. Now, this part I did get right away. I didn't screw up the first time this morning, so... Use the little terminal. Oh yeah, hey EJ Boogie, thanks for coming as well. Thanks for showing up. Okay, code work. The door is now unlocked and can be opened. Time to find out what has happened to the ship. Which I'm sure is very exciting. I'm gathered beneath the dripping pipe. There's a strange slimy substance dripping from the pipe. It seems like slime has seeped into every part of the ship. Well, I'm sure that's not a good thing. Med Bay is this way. You remember that the medical staff were working overtime to treat many members of the crew who had succumbed to a strange infection. You had shown early signs on the infection when he went to stasis. Well, let's check that out first. You have bad infection. You should find a way to treat it soon. Alright, well, what's all this stuff? A blood pack seemingly left behind from a previous procedure. Contains human blood. A bag typically used to carry medical supplies. Or maybe some inside. Well, let's have a look. Okay, I guess I had to take it first. Pick up the medical bag. You take the syringe. Examine. A dose of advanced antibiotics are used to treat infections. And I'm glad you can catch the stream too. I would have done it this morning if I didn't screw up. As you may have heard a billion times now, I forgot to go live this morning. I totally botched that. But anyway, a doctor's stethoscope, most commonly used to hear heartbeat of patients. A small bottle labeled Chem A. That's not much to go on. Gauze used to treat wounds. All right, well let's take all of this. Alright, military-style sleeping cot, not very comfortable, but anyone in the medbay is likely not in a position to complain. That's true. This chart shows anatomy of a human body. Very poor. But yeah, the best they can do. And when I first played this game this morning, I forgot to take this. I didn't think you could. Like, what would you need with it for? But what's down here? Is this blood? No, I guess not. Nothing. None of the ship's exterior lights are on. That means that a distress signal has likely not been sent. This isn't worthy of your attention. I guess not. Alright, so right click to close. Now, I did this naturally myself. I did use the antibiotic on myself. You swallow the antibiotic and it begins to work instantly. You feel much better. Which is funny to me because it's like, that's all it takes to cure my disease? Then why did everyone else mutate? Which you'll see later. Like, was that simple? What did they do wrong? But when I first played this morning, this is what I did. What do you want to use this on? You swallow the contents of the bottle. It tastes bitter. Dead. I'm like, what? But don't worry, it just resumed where I left off. Which is a good thing about this game, because I died like 50 times playing this morning. For a thriller alien virus game, the music is kind of upbeat. Yeah, I don't even have my headphones on right now because it's really loud. I can hear it from here. Headphones on that are on my scanner. Alright, so I don't think anything else I need to do here. There's a cover blocking access to the vent shaft. Maintenance crew has left it unfastened. Alright, so open that. Okay, let's go in there. Oh, this it does. There. No, this part I screwed up 500 times. This plant is grown and mutated into a mean-looking creature. Move! The plant reveals a mouth and uses its vines to draw you in. You are painfully dissolved inside the plant. I literally did that the first time too. I'm like, okay. And I tried so many things too, like use Chem A, use anything on this damn thing, and it just eats you up every time. So, do not touch the plant, otherwise you turn to Skeleton Man in a spacesuit. Nothing you can do to it. There's a loose grating cover, the waste chute. You can faintly see something inside. The first time I played, I completely ignored this. And I wandered around like for 20 minutes wondering what the hell I was missing. And I had to watch a walkthrough to find out this stupid rock that's in here is frigging important. A carbon rock. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. Like, I thought that was just like part of the floor and it would be not important. So pissed off. So it's a good thing you guys will miss that part. Comm system is broken. If activated, it will simply emit a continuous sound. You should be able to control the frequency of the sound by using the controls on the side. Now emitting 500 hertz. 1000 hertz. 1500 and 2000. Now you're probably wondering like I was, hey, maybe that does something to the plant. No, it doesn't. The plant still eats you. It doesn't do anything. 666. I don't have the code yet, so I actually forget what the code is, so I have to find it later. This hatch is manually operated and doesn't require power to open. Good. Now, as you can imagine, this is not a very happy person. Here's a creature made entirely of slime, perhaps a former crew member. It has a taste for blood. How you know that, I don't know, but just by looking at it, I'm pretty sure it doesn't want to be your friend. So let's go ahead and use a syringe on it. This is what I did literally the first time. I tried loading the syringe with everything. You disturb the slime creature, and it attacks you. There's no way to fend it off, and it consumes you easily. You don't know how many times I died from this thing. And I'll explain why later. But it took me a long time to figure out what the hell you're supposed to do. I know the first thing you're supposed to do, which I figured out eventually, was this. You toss the blood pack at the creature. It begins to devour the blood inside. Because I didn't know you could pick up the blood pack the first time. And I'm like, oh, it hints at you right away has a desire for blood. And eventually I put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, oh, the blood pack, ugh. But you still can't go past it, okay? I know that. This is a power control box. The front panel is closed but not locked. And that turns the power off. So I did this the first time. I'll show you exactly what I did. grate covers a lower level access. It's not fastened in place. Okay. Let's go there. You try to climb down a ladder in darkness, but you slip. The fall is deadly. What? It's like, how dumb do you have to be to not know how to use a ladder, even if it's dark? Like, oh, where do I put my foot? You're dead. What an embarrassing way to die. I literally did that the first time. So I'm like, okay. And none of these doors open. So we have to go back and turn the power back on. Blob monster, you just stay like that. That's good. Okay, what is this thing? This is where something can be added to nutrient injector. It is currently closed. The screen is currently off. The button activates a nutrient injector. Anything placed inside this device will be mixed into the water supply. This is a main water supply for your ship. It feeds into the hydroponic system. A roll of duct tape, extremely versatile. It's useful for creating makeshift tools and weapons. Well, I need that. I mean, come on, duct tape? Even in space, it's useful. So, I remember, I forget how many, but they'll have to put at least one Chem A in this, I know that. And I don't have anything else right now, so back up. Yeah, it's like Maniac Mansion. Like Maniac Mansion, Shadowgate, Deja Vu, all those. Maniac Mansion scared me as a kid, though. I was always scared of being caught. Look, it's Happy Face Spaceship. A rear panel is covering the fuel cell access. The shuttle is not locked, and you can enter freely. This is a fuel cell port for the ship's engines. You need to find a suitable power supply to power the engines, which I do not have. Duct tape does not work. This is a shuttle diagnostic machine. You can use it to get the current status of the shuttle. Shuttle currently has no power source. It'll be unable to take off. Remove the rear cover, access the fuel cell, which I did. Move into the ship, and the ship's consoles are currently off. This is a main engine activation. Press it when you're ready to take off. Okay. The ship's engines have no fuel. The shuttle will not fly. You are down. Flight stick is exactly like the one you used in the simulator. You're confident that you'll be able to fly the shuttle. And yes, you do need to fly it later. I can't do that for a while. This is where I meet my best friend. There he is. You remember this pilot being injured before you were put into stasis. His body has been corrupted by whatever has infected the ship. Let's give him a hug. I wish you could hit. You can't do that. I died a million times from this guy too. The corpse of the pilot gets up, attacks you with inhuman strength, rips you apart, limb from limb. A happy ending. You become just like him. So yeah, don't touch the corpse. He's not really a corpse. Someone has drawn an image of a crystal along with the note 1500 hertz. Ah, remember that? So you need that number, but I can't do anything about it right now. You also notice that the board is loosely fastened to the wall. You wouldn't be able to remove it with your bare hands. Maybe with something could pry it loose. I still don't have anything to use that. What's all this stuff? Forget. Chem B. Bottle label Chem C. Very descriptive. A bottle of lubricant. This game's like Shadowgate is, and there's tons of useless things too. I didn't know till later what's useless and what's not. I can already tell you now the oil filter and this are useless. I didn't know that though. Ah! Oh, I forgot you can't take them until... Ah! That was a genuine mistake. I forgot. Okay, you can't take anything until the corpse... Like, he's just playing dead. He's like, come on, take the bottle. Otherwise, he can't be bothered to kill you otherwise. He's like, come on, come closer. Otherwise, he just naps there until you're ready to take something. He doesn't give a damn. So I can't do anything in there yet. Yeah, lube. Alright, so there's the plant that's in the vents. Mutated plant has entered the ventilation system. What's in here again? Fam photo. Faded photo of a family. That's useless. I didn't know that. The dog tags read Staff Sergeant D. Marsh, K. Rolfs. I'm guessing these people made the game. But that's useless as well. A note. Gotta burn corpses if you only had a flamethrower. Try to make one. Hint, hint, hint. Uniform bearing the insignia of the Federation in ICOM Sim Tech Division has many pockets, so I need that. And the recorder is just what it says, a sound recorder that records playback sound, which you need for something you'll see soon. Okay, right click that. Alright, so open uniform. Well, that's how I'll examine it. Key card with the Axis Alpha on it. That's important. And once you close it, I didn't realize I was going to put the uniform on, but it disappears. This is a plant watering system. Switch it to activate the sprinklers. And if I use it now, nothing happens. I remember I tried to... Because I put Chem A in there, I was like, oh, it's going to kill it! It's not that simple. So nothing else I could do here. And this part was also where I screwed up in the morning. See this little dot here? I didn't know there's another room here. So I was wandering the ship back and forth forever until I realized, oh, I missed this room. I was so mad. These cages hold some creatures that were found on recent visits to uncharted planets. Oh, let's see, let's pet them! You open the cages and the hungry mutant animals inside leap at the chance of an easy meal. Because I'm just that dumb. Note to self, never go to space. Because I would be the first one to go. Corpse, come on, take the can, take the can. You know you want to. Exactly! Why is the corpse waiting for me to do something? He can kill me anytime. Use the loop on... I'm gonna do that. Oh, I can't take the loop because he kills me before I can. Okay, what's these? These I could take without dying, I think. KEMC, very descriptive. What? Yes, there is. A tube with a sample of unknown organic compound. That's the same thing. Chem A. Empty test tube used to collect samples from scientific study. Chem B. Okay, well, let's just take all of them, because I kind of forget which ones are important. Yes, I can. Stupid game. I wish the sound it really made when I grab something. What else is here? This is a portable cryptographic interface device used to download and upload data from ship's computers. I didn't know I could take that at first either. I thought it was like built into the thing, like this, like the keyboard here. But you can actually take that, and it's important. So this research microscope can be used to close look at any samples or specimens you may find. Oh yeah, wait. Examine first. This is a storage unit for microscopic slides. You can open to check if any slides are left. Let's take them all. What the heck? Wait, what's this again? This is a shared computer terminal keyboard. You should be able to log in and use it. 618. Gee, I wonder what that's for. So close that, and you can actually take your samples. I don't think it's important. Test tube with a sample of an unknown organic compound. Okay, so use test tube. Okay, then use sample slide. You take a look at the compound in the microscope. You quickly realize that what you're looking at is what is served in the mess. Gross. Why would they? Maybe they thought that was just causing people to get sick. But I remember now the other test tube was the same thing. In the empty tube, well, I'll show you what to do with that. Nothing else in this room. 618, to remember that number. This is a control console for teleporter. Its destination coordinates are currently blank. This is the ship's teleportation system. It will teleport you to wherever the coordinates are in the console, which are blank. So let's go in it. Yeah! You teleported, had no destination, so you were teleported to deep space. Your ship has no security features and would allow something as stupid as that. And yeah, I am dead. So yeah, I need to use this later. Just now's not a good time. Not a good time at all. Wait, what's this? You can see the nearby planet through this window. That's where the slime samples came from. So nothing else to do here or here. Or here. And he's still eating the blood. You just stay there. You keep doing that. Well, there is one thing I can do. I figured out way later. I can do this! I got sucked into space! When you open the door, you were sucked out of the ship and sent flying into deep space. So I figured out you have to do that, just not right now. Not a good time. That took me a long time to figure that out. Like, this is what you missed from this morning. Okay, I also have to do this. Remember the 1500 hertz thing? This I actually figured out right away. My brain sometimes works. You recorded the frequency of 1500 hertz sound, which you need for much later. Oh, 618. There's nothing. Yes, there is. There's a strange slimy substance dripping from the pipe. Right, so this is when you use... Where is it? Empty tube. Carefully scoop up the sample of slime into the test tube, which I need to examine later. It's important. Oh, right. So this is where that key card comes in handy. Where is it? Go with the key card to the scanner and wait for the beep. The door is now unlocked. Yay! Button controls the console on this side of the room. This button controls the console on this side of the room. Whoa! Ship 5A log 2501. Ship status report. Life forms confirmed throughout all decks. Recent biological scans based on oxygen intake indicate 1.0 human life forms on board. That's me! It sometimes works, brain. 5A biology lab readings indicate corrupted fauna present. Indicate corrupted flora present. Overall ship corruption level, very high. You begin to reluctantly make plans. It appears I have to remove the threat for good. But with an infection of this scale, I can't afford to have it come into contact with the Federation. I have to destroy the ship. Well, look, that's another hint. I have to blow the ship up. There's no other option. You've declared it. The planet destination Purple Behemoth is home to the crystal mines. I guess Purple Behemoth is a hint to Shadowgate. The crystals there contain bonded diatomic lithium, sufficient enough for the Federation-class ship's energy goals. A forward observation post has been set up at one of the confirmed sites of a crystalline mine to observe any possible threats. Caution! Well, actually, I would yell caution louder than that, but I don't want to get in trouble. Coordinates not found in main computer. Link to satellite has been lost. You absorb all this information and come to the realization that help is not coming. Maybe I could salvage something from the satellite, you think to yourself as you cling to what little optimism you have left. And one more thing. What is this? There's a panel here that can be moved. It must be hidden for security purposes. There's a crypto port here, and you think, oh, okay, crypto port, right? I have one of those things. The cryptographic interface has no data and cannot be used here, or whatever. So that's useless right now. The view from the bridge is the most impressive on the ship. Nothing else for me to do here. No one's blowing up the ship, not while we're on it. Christy, Alien Resurrection. Well, Christy ain't here. I'm the only 1.0 human here. Single emergency flare gun. This model works even in the absence of oxygen. Hint, hint. I can give you so many hints. Because you would think, can I use this in space? Why would you think that? Maybe because I'm in space, but... Take the flare gun. Small blowtorch used for repairs. It creates small but steady flame. Fire. Important. Sturdy steel crowbar that could withstand a lot of force. That's... Like, all the hints they give you are... For people like me, that's important. It can withstand a lot of force. Why is that important? You will see. Oh wait, I know what to do. Done here. This isn't anything. You think it is, but it's not. The vent cover is being held in place by mutant plant vines. It cannot be moved. A portable tank of compressed gas, not unlike ones used to fuel flamethrowers. Hint, hint. Alright. Now that I have that. Gas tank. What do you want to use this on? Blowtorch. You need something to stick the gas tank. Oh, yeah, right. Well, this is where you think it'd be suitable for this, but no, you have to use, no joke, duct tape, universal space. You attach some duct tape to the portable tank of compressed gas. There, now I have a flamethrower. Yay, now I can go say hi to my friend. And this I don't have the keycard for yet. Keycard scanner is labeled beta access only. So we're done here. I'm going to go say hi to my... Not this friend. Not yet. The other friend. If just, oh yeah, he's in the bay. I would use a lube on him, but he won't let me. And anything else I use will kill me anyway. So since you're not bothering to try and kill me, you're just taking a nap. Yeah! And he's just gone. Nope, the ship doesn't burn. Everything's fine. He just completely disintegrates. Ignition key for the last shuttle on the station. Required for takeoff. Whew. With the zombie pod's body burned away, you take the shuttle ignition key. And also remember, this can be moved with force. Key card with the access beta on it. Ah, I can open the other door. Now, these are things I actually did figure out right away. Oh wait, I gotta take the... Everything but the lube. What? Yes, I can! You don't need the lube, believe it or not. I'm gonna take the lube anyway. Alright, so I don't forget. Hey, the ship's on. Can't go anywhere yet. I have no gas. Okay, so I got the key card, a crowbar. Oh, I want to go back to the lab, I think. Right, because I got the slime, right? So I'm going to use the slime. Microslide. And where's the... And use slime slide. Yeah, burn down your green friend. I tried that before too, actually. He just ate me still. He's immune to fire somehow. You analyze the slime sample with a microscope. You can identify a few traits in the cellular makeup. You conclude that a specific chemical mixture will disrupt the cells. A mixture. This is the part I didn't get. Like suddenly, you didn't know what Chem A, C, and B were before, but because you looked at slime, you now know what those chems are for? Huh? Okay. Okay, this is what I know. I'm gonna write this down. I did before, but I lost that sheet. 2 Chem A. 1 Chem B. I'm drinking some water. 2 Chem C. Okay. All mixed into H2O. That should do the trick. Ah, there you go. So I'll do that next. I think that's all I need to do. So I already put 1 Chem A in there, right? Yeah, I did. So we need 2 C, 1 B. So I might as well put this in here. Ooh, use. Alright, and then I don't need another B, so another C. And where's the other A? Oh, there it is. And I thought it was handy that it closes automatically. I'm like, oh, okay, because I wasn't sure. You now must activate the machine. Alright. Chems have been added to the water supply. The water is now very deadly. And let's go see what happens here. Bloop! Yeah, die plant! Yeah! You can't eat me anymore. Chem mixture in the water supply acts as a poison and quickly destroys the plant. Yay, that's 2 monsters dead. Oh, thanks for writing that down, Titanium. Appreciate it. I'll just take this lube for science. And just for fun. You disturb the slime creature and attacks you. You didn't like the lube. I wonder why. He basically is one big pile of lube. He was offended. He felt threatened by the other lube. Alright, this is where I need to... Well, first I'll show you what I did the first time. Because I had the key card, so I'm like, alright, let's go in there. Oh, actually, let me open this first. Use... yeah, keycard B. Open. Okay, what is this? Is a storage area for exterior exploration suits. They're stored behind energy force fields. Yeah, you can examine this, but for some weird reason you have to move closer. The force field control panel has been destroyed. You have to find another way to access the storage suit. Security force field is active and preventing you from taking the exterior exploration suit. And this is where as long as the power is on, you can't get the suit. This game pretty much spells everything out for you, which is nice, because for people like me who aren't very bright. But one thing I didn't realize you had to do, and I'm just going to save you guys the time, is you have to do this first. I didn't know that, because when you turn the power off, the doors close by themselves. Use a sturdy crowbar to jam the door open. Now when the power is shut off, the door will stay open. Thank you for spelling it out, game. And you can go through the vent to get to the door. It took me a little bit to get the order right, because again, my brain doesn't work very well. Boop! Now he's pink! So you keep eating that blood. That blood packet must be full of blood. And finally to the suit. No, take! The exploration suit and pair of magnetic boots. And I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, there is. Dumb game. Good answer, good answer. Ah. Survey says. Alright, so now we're going to use spacesuit. You put on exterior exploration suit, and now you can safely travel outside. I did this the first time, but forgot to put the boots on, and then I hit the switch, and I still died. I'm like, damn it! You put on the magnetic boots. This will activate automatically when needed. Now, this is the part, again, that took me the longest to figure out was a stupid rock. Ah, die! Blood monster, yeah! Exterior door open, creature is immediately sucked into the void. Fortunately, your mag boots activate and keep you from flying out into space. Need something that drops tears. I forget what that was. An alien creature is circling the hull of the ship. It notices you and stops moving. Well, giving it a hug is not a good idea, but let's do that anyways. Creature swoops at you, you quickly jump aside, it doesn't grab you, but it punctured your suit, you're dead before you know it. Yay! Actually, I didn't die from this creature. I actually for once knew what to do, because remember, hint hint, this works in space. Yeah! You fire the flare into space, the creature breaks eye contact and follows it. The path is clear for now. I don't know if it comes back, but I'm assuming it does since it said for now. This is the ship's main sensor array. You can obtain data about any nearby planets with this. And crypto. You plug in a cryptographic interface device and download nearby planet coordinates into the device. Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, so now I want to go to the chords. Put the cryptographic interface device to the console. Planet coordinates are uploaded to the computer. The teleporter is now safe to use. Alright, now I can go here and not die. This is where your away team was when the illness struck. It's all coming back to you now. You were sent here to observe and engage a possible alien threat. Remember that you were entrusted with the ship's orbital nuke code. It was meant to be used to signal an orbital attack from 5A, in the event of an overwhelming attack from an alien lifeform. You hesitate at the possibility that you may need such firepower after all. Only not on this very planet it was intended for. You take a deep breath and decide to explore the planet. The cryptoport in this terminal probably contains valuable information and data. Alright. You load the self-destruct code into the cryptographic interface device. Well, what do you need that for? There's nothing of note to see. Yeah, there is. Communication dish is locked to the ship's location, making the teleporter here safe to use. There's nothing else here. There are signs of a possible ancient civilization on this planet. The ship's scanners never picked up any life signs, though. This is a cavern that was being mined for energy crystals. There may be something useful inside. Hint, hint. I don't think there's anything here. Oh, there is, actually. There's a fairly large opening here with some slime leaking out. You can't see where it leads. So I seriously didn't look down here first and went, okay. You have disturbed the creature that calls this place home. It cannot be reasoned with, and it quickly devours you. And it died again. Hey Chris, I gave you a shout out to thank you for all those floppy disk videos you made for me. I'll make sure to comment in the actual video I make too. But you shot a 48-hour film in Boston? What were you doing there? Alright, so it took me a little bit to figure out too, because I'm like, okay, there's something funny with the wall here, and I went, this section of the rock wall looks unnatural. It doesn't belong here. But I didn't know how to open it. I kept doing everything. Open, everything, punching it. I kept punching it, but using stuff on it. But then I realized, oh, there's a small hole here just big enough to fit your arm into. I'm like, oh, there you go. Take a deep breath and reach into the hole. You feel a handle and then inside and you pull it. This appears to be a very large pump. There's nothing here. Alright. One of the floor panels here has a handle on it. Grab the handle and pull upwards, revealing a control panel. The pump loudly chugs to life and begins pumping the slime out of the cavern. And before, there would have been a huge slimy thing here. The slime pool has been drained and reveals stones that are acting as a path across the gap. Yeah, can you... that isn't saying what those are. Crystals like this are what brought your crew to this planet. This crystal can power the ship engines. Oh! Won't need a whole thing. You should find a way to break a small piece off. This is where this comes in handy. You play back the 1500 Hz sound, and it resonates with the crystal and shatters it. Shatters it! Fragment of the crystal found on the planet. Use to power ship's engines. Gather and take the crystal shards. And that's pretty much all there is to do here. think. I forget kind of. Woo! Back at the ship. Again, it took me a lot longer to figure this out when I was playing this morning. I had to actually pause the game and look up walkthroughs online because I was determined to beat this game. And the only things I honestly had again, the hardest problems or the biggest problems I had were that dumb rock you throw at the switch. That was one. And the other thing was, that one room I completely missed. Those are the only two things I had a major problem with. Otherwise, everything else I did manage to figure out on my own. I was surprised, but then they really spell it out in this game. If you played games like Deja Vu and Uninvited, they don't spell things out. You literally have to take a chance and do a lot of things. And you'd be like, why would I ever think of doing these things? I'm glad this game spells it out. I wonder if Spectacle, Sam said it was harder. I wonder if it's going to be as user-friendly, I guess I'll say. Where I live here, it is a film festival contest. The game looks awesome. Well, this game is pretty good. So, did you enter the film festival? Did you win? I can see. Oh, wait. I'm missing something here. Something important. Alright, this is powers the ship, right? Wedge a piece of the crystal into the fuel cell access port. You make sure it's good and tight. Now the ship, I'm pretty sure, is ready to go now. That wasn't me, it was a cat, if you heard that. This is a shuttle diagnostic machine. You can use it to get the current status of the shuttle. Didn't I not use it? Ship's engines now have power source and will be able to fly. Alright. Ship is good. Happy ship is good to go. Yeah, you could screw yourself over in those games, like run out of torches. Yeah. I hope you win. Oh, you're talking about Chris. Sorry, I thought you meant me. I hope I win. I hope I win too. But yeah, if you enter the film festival, Chris, I hope you win. That'd be awesome. Will you win millions of dollars? Okay, so now they got the self-destruct code. Well, it's time to blow up the ship. You plug in a cryptographic interface device to set the ship's self-destruct sequence. System alerts you have self-destruct is imminent. Time to get off the ship! Hurry up! No! Go! I really don't know how much time you have. I hope you have more than enough time, I don't know. Go, go, go! So it took me an hour and a half this morning because I couldn't figure out half the stuff. You've managed to escape just in time. You set a course for the nearest Federation system. As the infested ship is destroyed behind you, you find comfort in knowing that the alien threat is no more. You are a true hero. It is a shame that you were the sole survivor. And if this were a modern-day TV show, they would now have lawsuits and lawyers and court cases and drag on the series for another 50 episodes and make the show mundane and boring when they really should have kept it a 3-parter episode show. But I'm not making any sense. So, but without your efforts, the infection would surely have spread to any ships that would have inevitably come into contact with the doomed 5A. Yay! Programming my warm hat. Hori Falconer, Jeff Gunham. This is the end of your story. Thanks for playing. Yeah, that's the game, guys. Really quick. I can turn this game off now so I can. All right, hang on. Where am I here? All right. So yeah, this morning it wasn't as smooth of a playthrough for me. But you guys missed all the long drawn-out searching the internet for answers parts, so it was a really quick game. But if you play Shadowgate even, I can beat that game in the same amount of time. I think I did a live stream on it already many years back or something, and I beat the game quickly because I memorized from my childhood. I memorized how to beat that game. But games like Uninvited and Deja Vu, I didn't play until Sam introduced me to them. Like, I remember one day we were in high school, and one day he brought over his Nintendo and all his games. And even though by then Nintendo was an older system, it was still cool because he had a whole bunch of games I never played. And there was no emulators and stuff out then yet. I don't think. No, it was like before emulators and the internet was big yet. The internet was new. So the concept of emulators and stuff didn't exist yet. So he brought over his Nintendo, and he brought over Uninvited and Deja Vu and that. I'm pretty sure he had Deja Vu. And it was fun just to watch him play, because it was so cool. Like, he knew how to play it and he knew what to do. And those games back then always scared the hell out of me. Especially when I was a kid, Shadowgate scared me, and those other games too had their moments. I mean, Uninvited was even scarier. Half the monsters and ways you could die. But it was really cool. He introduced me to the game back then. It was fun to watch him play it. I remember that day. But next stream, I will definitely play Spectacle, which is made by the same guys, Graph Metal. And Sam tells me it's a lot harder. So we'll see. And hopefully next time when I stream it, it'll actually not botch it this time. I'll get my first time genuine experience from the whole thing. Talk so much, my mouth is dry. What are you guys saying here? Chris, nah, it's good enough to finish it in 48 hours. I still have to edit it, and this game is more exciting. Yeah, imagine my streaming is what causes you to lose. Like you watch my video instead of editing. It's like, Chris, if only you spent more time editing, you would have won. And you'll be like, Gardini, I'll get you. I'm going to find out where you live and dox you. I hope you win. Anyway. Cue the scene where Ripley's being grilled by the Weyland-Yutani execs for the destruction of the Nostromo. Exactly. Except they made a short thing about it in Aliens and moved on. Or if this were a mainstream like Netflix drama TV series, they drag it on for like 5 episodes. You're like, holy crap, who cares? You're ruining the show. You know, a lot of shows, like my wife watches a lot of Netflix stuff, right? I only watch what she watches. I don't watch anything new anymore. After Picard and these things came out, I declared I will not watch anything new ever again. I'm just an old, angry... Okay, I'm back again. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Stupid internet. Picard Season 2 someday. Season 3's coming out now. I'm not going to watch Picard ever. I'm never giving it a chance. I watch Red Letter Media, rip into it, and that's what I watch. That's hilarious. I'll never watch that show. It's crap. I mean, they think the same way I do. So if they hate it, I'm going to hate it. But I guess I have to quit the stream soon because freaking my internet's having a heart attack. But yeah, anyway, Lost in Space, about evil robots that want to kill the one kid for no reason. They don't explain why. They just want to kill him. They're determined to kill the kid because they never tell you. You just want to kill him. Like, okay, you have a ship, you have the means to do what you want, take over the universe, but you have to kill the kid first. Why? But anyway, that's something else. All right, I guess that's it. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed Infested. Thanks again, Sam, for recommending that. You'll see Spectacle next month. And again, thank you, Chris Dreyer, for all those floppy disk videos you sent me. If you watch the stream earlier when it was posted, I show a snippet of this month's worst games episode, and you'll see some of the clips you sent me in there. I'm going to try and use all of them. I'm not done the video yet. But, yeah, thanks for helping me out with that. That was really, that was awesome. Because I was thinking, like, there's always times when I need little footage here and there that I can't find online. And I ask my community, whatever fans I have, and they can help me out. And Chris came through, so thank you. Other than that, okay, I guess I'm done streaming. It's kind of 10:30 here, p.m. It's a Saturday, so it's not really late, but I'm not sure if my wife is like waiting for me to stop so she can go to bed, or she fell asleep upstairs, which she probably did. And I'll feel bad because she probably went to sleep on the couch. Yeah, because I have to stream and play video games. It wasn't my fault though, not really. So she understood that, because stupid YouTube didn't remind me to go live. But, alright. Well, thank you guys for coming. If there's anything I missed or any questions you have, put them in the comments after this video posts. And again, I apologize for this morning. That's all I got. I'm gonna go. I do the fart thing, go. But I can't do that right now. But yeah, thanks Punch Out Artist, thanks Chris, thanks Miles, thanks Thwerdo, Sam, Titanium. Anyone else I might have missed? Oh, J Blogger. I think it was. Oh, EPJ. Oh, EJ Boogie. Sorry, got your name wrong. Thanks guys for coming. And oh, I gotta do my sign out thing. I always seem to forget. Where is it? Here we go. Alright, thanks guys. Take care. Thanks for coming. I shot the window. Oh, Jesse. Thanks for coming, Jesse. Sorry about Jesse.